be talking today about biomes. And so while we're looking at these biomes, we want to be thinking about how things like rainfall, temperature, amount of sunlight, how all those things affect soil conditions, which would affect plant life, which would affect the animal life. So there's 5 different biomes that we're going to be looking at. Man, is it hot out here in this desert biome. So you can see there's very little water and the temperature is really high. So that creates a system where there's not a lot of plant life. If you don't have a lot of plant life, then the type of animal life is affected. So we can go through this desert and we can walk around and see all the different types of animals and plant life here. But I want you to look more at and study up more on what are the individual types that you find. All right guys, now we're moving into the forest biome. The forest biomes can be separated into several different levels as well. So the forest biomes can be separated into temperate forest, tropical rainforest, or deciduous forest. Okay, so there's several different categories, and these are separated just like we're seeing here in these pictures, separated by the type of climate, water, and sunlight. And that creates a variety of species of plants and a variety of species in animals. I mean, just look at this rainforest and all the different types of animals that we have, okay? So remember, the bigger biome is a forest, but we can separate it into many different levels to look at the different variations of animals and plants. All right guys, now we're in a biome called a grassland, and you can look in this grassland and you see how far we see here. Very little trees and very little shrubs, okay? And so that's gonna change the type of animal life we have as well. Now in grasslands, sometimes you have rainy season and sometimes you have dry seasons. If we had all dry season, there'd be no moisture for all this beautiful grass to grow, okay? Grasslands are also susceptible to fire. Whoa, it is cold in this biome. This biome is the tundra. Look at the amount of ice and snow we got here. I mean, it is just crazy. So think about this biome, right? We've got long winters. Now we can have a lot of sunlight in some and not a lot of sunlight in others. But here we're seeing that it's very cold, and we don't mean just, cold like negative or like 30 degrees. We mean cold like negative 70. We have areas of permafrost where the ground is frozen. Just look at this frozen ground over here. I mean, and the type of animals that live here are limited by the amount of plant life they have, because you only have a short time for plants to grow. So we got long cold winters, permafrost, and only a short time for plants to grow. Okay, now that we're back in my classroom, we will do a quick review and remind you that there are 5 major biomes. One is aquatic that we didn't talk about in this and didn't show you, but we will look at aquatics biomes at another time later. For now, I want you to think about the terrestrial biomes, the land biomes that we studied and took a quick glance at. So we're talking about forest, deserts, grasslands, and tundras. And they go from a range of temperatures from really hot to really cold, from a small amount of plant life to just this enormous amount of plant life and diversity in animals.